You know that feeling, right? When someone walks into a room and they just have this power. It's quiet, it's not loud or flashy, but it's undeniable. Well, today we're going to break down exactly what that is and, more importantly, how you can get it for yourself. Seriously, think about it. You've seen these people. They don't need to shout to be heard. They just walk in, and the whole energy of the room kind of shifts around them. People just listen, they pay attention. So, what's their secret? How in the world do they do that?
See, the answer isn't what most people think. It's not just about being confident. It's something deeper, something more strategic. It's about having an impactful presence. We're calling it dark confidence.
All right, so how do we actually build this? Here's the game plan. We're going to define what dark confidence really means. Then we'll dive into the incredible power of silence. After that, we'll build your inner foundation, master your outer impact, run a quick self-awareness test, and then I'm going to give you your first challenge.
Okay, first things first, what even is dark confidence? At its core, it's a huge mindset shift. It's about moving away from just expressing yourself to focusing on the impact you create. This changes everything. Just look at the difference here. Normal confidence, that's about talking, expressing your thoughts, being an open book. But dark confidence, that's totally different. It's about impact. It's about speaking strategically, not just freely. It's about being observant, reserved, and letting your presence do the heavy lifting.
Now, this next part might feel a little weird, a little counterintuitive, but trust me, it is the absolute cornerstone of all of this. It's not about what you say, it's about making your words actually count.
You know, so many of us are terrified of silence. We feel like if we're not talking, we're invisible. And what does that lead to? Meaningless chatter. We just fill the air with noise, and in the process, our words lose all their weight, all their power. The very first step to building real impact is to get comfortable with being quiet. And the way we do that is with something called value-added speaking. It's a simple principle. Only open your mouth when you have something truly valuable and relevant to say. If you don't, you just listen. You observe. And you know what happens? When you finally do speak, people stop and lean in because they know it's going to be worth hearing. All right, let's move on to the internal stuff, because you can't project any kind of power on the outside if you don't actually feel it on the inside, right? It all starts with building a solid inner foundation. And here it is, the #1 confidence killer for pretty much everyone. It's this nasty little habit we all have of constantly comparing ourselves to other people. We have to stop. We do this all the time, right? We look at their highlight reel on social media and compare it to our own messy, behind-the-scenes reality. We see their best traits and stack them up against our biggest flaws. You have to stop playing that game. The shift is this: acknowledge your own unique strengths. So what if they're a great student? Are you good at sports? Can you code? Do you have some other practical skill? You have to find what you're good at. And remember this: you are not less than anyone. Okay, so once that inner foundation is solid, it's time to start building the rest of the structure. Let's talk about how you actually project that confidence out into the world. Look, mastering communication isn't optional. It's a skill you have to learn. And here are the steps. First, know what you're talking about. Do your homework. Second, strong eye contact. It's crucial. Third, be a listener first. Fourth, use simple, clear words. You don't need to sound like a textbook to be smart. Fifth, stay calm and pace yourself. And finally, step 6, practice. Every single conversation is a chance to get better. And this is so important. Long before you even open your mouth to say hello, your body has already been talking. People have already sized you up and formed an impression. And the difference this makes is, well, it's huge. Getting your body language right can literally multiply your impact by 10 times. 10 times. That's a massive advantage you just can't afford to leave on the table. So how do you do it? It's pretty straightforward. Keep your posture straight, shoulders back. It signals control. Make your eye contact strong and steady, not darting around the room. Control your hands. Don't fidget. Use them to emphasize your points. And just relax. Before you walk into a situation, take a deep breath. It works wonders to calm your nerves.
All right, time for a little practical homework. A person with dark confidence isn't clueless about their flaws. Actually, it's the opposite. They are intensely aware of them, and that's where their real power comes from.
So I want you to actually make this table for yourself and be brutally honest. What are you actually good at? What are your real weaknesses?
What are the stupid mistakes you keep making? And what are the things that set you off? Knowing this stuff inside and out is what lets you play to your strengths, manage your weaknesses, and most importantly, control your reactions. This right here, this is self-mastery.
And what's the glue that holds all of this together? It's emotional control. Simple as that. Without it, all the posture tips and speaking strategies in the world will just fall apart under pressure. This is the final piece of the puzzle.
Okay, look, all this knowledge is completely useless if you don't do anything with it. So we are not going to end this just talking about ideas. We're going to end with a very clear, very direct call to action.
This is it, your first challenge. It's something small, something simple, but it forces you to step just a tiny bit outside your comfort zone. It makes you control your nerves and actually engage with someone on purpose. Don't overthink it. Don't make excuses. Just do it.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Maybe your challenge is asking for that notebook, or maybe it's something else entirely. But what is that one small, slightly uncomfortable action you can take today to start shifting from just expressing yourself to truly making an impact? That's where this whole journey really begins.